Question.
Sure.
Since my case is not aggravated and we're down to third, is there any way I can go down to 8 years? So,
So here's the thing. Whatever plea bargain agreement that you have reached. All right, after viewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, if we may.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Well, Judge, Mr. Jimenez has been in custody ever since this charge.
Right off the bat, this is huge. Mental health pretrial diversion. That means instead of jumping straight into punishment, the system is actually considering rehabilitation. But here's the real question. Does this path truly help defendants long term, or just delay the inevitable?
Hi, Judge. I'm here on Laquan Jordan, but he's been accepted to the mental health pretrial diversion program.
All right, did you go over the, Yaya? No, it's me. Oh, sorry, Adriana. Get CB on the screen. This is the paperwork for Gustavo Jimenez. Yes, okay. And is there an application on this one? I believe there might be.
Which one is that, Judge?
Oh, there is, it's Gustavo, there's not an application.
No.
Okay. Hi, you know what, we don't have, the plea that I'm taking, there's no application. Oh, and the other one is for mental health court, so I think we're done for today, we only have 2 more left.
Oh, okay. So
All right.
good then, Judge?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
All right, happy Fiesta, be safe.
Thank you.
Can I have a mic, please? Thank you.
You say taking minutes assistance.
Oh, I'm gonna miss Earth Day here, guys. It's on Wednesday.
And just like that, the courtroom mood flips completely, from legal proceedings to Earth Day plans. It's moments like these that remind you, behind the bench, judges are human too, but stay with me, this calm, casual energy won't last.
Oh my gosh, they have free plant kits. Okay, Mahia, you guys need to get. Hey,
Why I'm picking up for
Cindy, it's at the parking garage on April 22nd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Somebody needs to get me a plant kit.
But I'm off next week too.
Mahia. All right, and get this. Yeah, it's Wednesday at the parking garage, South Flores, from 11 to 1. And they will have Fiesta Meadows. And you can get a Snag FM swag bag. You know, I've never played Loteria. How do you play that? What is that about?
Bingo, it's like Mexican bingo.
What do you, what do people just call out the faces on the stamps or what?
It'll be like, what are some of the names? There's different names in Spanish for the.
So wait, did this just turn into a Loteria tutorial mid-court session? If you didn't expect a cultural deep dive in the middle of legal proceedings, you're not alone. But don't get too comfortable, because what's coming next shifts the tone dramatically.
Pictures, and so when they call out that picture, then you put your little on,
Oh,
and then you can call out like a bingo X, a whole card, or whatever kind of bingo you want.
do you know how long? See, that's why you should ask questions. Do you know how long when people say, oh, we're playing Loteria? And I was just like, okay, I'm not going to say anything because I think I should not have played this, but I don't understand. But now I know it's just bingo. Okay.
The fun thing with that is that not playing, and then it's always a $1. Like it's $1 to go in the game. They take it seriously.
Oh.
And we tell everybody before the games, before any time to bring your quarters or your dollar bill because we're playing.
Oh, yeah. God bless you. It's never one that you want to be like, okay, what if you're wrong?
No, exactly.
Oh, I'm just insulting.
Oh, and then Mahia, I'm supposed to perform a wedding today. Yes.
Ooh, it's pretty nice. Yeah, right. You're the designated picture taker. Yeah, you're like, I was like literally started. Yeah. Sort out, right? We're gonna have to learn. What's your Okay, I know. So I was kind of thinking. Car, he's like, you faster, and I thought that was like, just. Yes. So we're.
Judge, can you inform me on who? The guy in front, receiving a plea with us, Judge?
Yes, that's Jimenez. Oh, no, that's, he's not taking the plea.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to prepare paperwork if it was.
Oh, no problem.
That's love commission department. Judge, y'all have the wedding already?
I'm sorry?
Y'all have the wedding already?
No, it's at 2.
Oh.
Oh, I guess you guys are going to be witnesses, huh? I do too.
Exactly.
You know, the,
Really?
oh, yeah.
You're just representing the. Yeah. You participate?
Yeah, my dad.
There's 5 fancies.
We don't do, there's so good eyes and there's. Actually, we're gonna like play about it. So all the men who don't play that. I didn't tell you.
Case 5. Yeah. It's all like, it's not half done, it was just like. Yeah. Nice. It's like, you have confidence, just swing it around.
Yeah, very absorbed.
We will notify myself.
I don't think it makes change.
You will be recognized by the prize. They could do well, they can be used for sorry, credits, they can make the same this class. Because I don't know if they still.
It's a wedding.
They can do.
That was, I think that was the first her wedding.
Scratch.
That's what that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, on the bride.
Just.
We'll take two prices, something you might allow me to like. That is that.
She wants, what does she think after you told me that?
Yeah, I have my card.
You want to her? Oh, she wants everything. Good
Just
job.
claimed they get health plans. That's actually. Distinction. It can be so. Okay.
No.
Cheers.
Last one.
You can't
be this. And the judge.
Okay.
She's modified.
Oh.
He said that. And if he is office. So in a nutshell, you're reading as like.
Oh.
You know, budget are taking out of. Yeah, no, that would not be just. This is not just.
You always pick, yeah, the dress as well. Okay.
Yeah, today is April 17th.
Yes. That was like my wedding. Like a good thing.
Like meditation.
Love you to communicate again, right?
Like.
Any questions for us? Let's be like, by the way.
Yeah, I know, you're going on the website.
You don't have to be that motion. I don't want
I had a boss here rehab or something. Yeah.
If you buy it.
Yeah.
There you go.
The condition of this program.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was getting like around this.
I had a target matcha just to have very.
Yeah, they have it. I'm just gonna get it. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, I just, it's not bad. It's good.
All right. Slow down, costing that we talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I just want to. I know.
They said it.
I don't know what it is.
All right, here we go. The real courtroom action begins now. Everything up to this point, just the warm up. Pay attention. This next case carries serious weight.
Are you all ready?
Yes.
All right, if you all will come up, please.
You want Mr.
All right, Mr. Jimenez.
Right there, we do, you know, if they miss.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm glad we were able to get you today. We were in jury trial, so that's why yesterday was cut a little short with you.
This is a critical moment. The defendant is asking for a lighter sentence, but here's the reality. Once a plea deal is set, judges don't always have the power to just adjust it. So now the stakes are clear, accept the deal, or risk worse, something worse. This might be the most important explanation in the entire hearing. The judge breaks down, not guilty by reason of insanity. And here's the twist most people don't realize. Sometimes that verdict can mean longer supervision than prison time. It's not freedom. It's a different kind of control.
Question.
Sure.
Since my case is not aggravated and we're down to third, is there any way I can go down to 8 years? So,
So here's the thing. Whatever plea bargain agreement that you have reached is a plea bargain agreement that I would consider. But if your plea agreement that you've reached is not for 8 years, then I don't necessarily have the authority to give you something less than that. You understand?
yes.
Okay. Court is calling 2024 CR 007456 State versus Gustavo Jimenez. Can I have parties announced?
Brandon Brady for the state.
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Jimenez.
And are you Mr. Jimenez?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Jimenez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, we have a few amendments for to talk about before that. The
All
state
right.
will still be making oral motion to amend count 3 of the indictment, specifically that in between where it says cause bodily injury to, and then hereafter style the complainant, it should read Oryan, ORYAN. Summer.
1 second.
Of course, Judge.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay, it should read Oryan, ORYAN. Summer, like the season.
Mhm.
Sky, SKY. And then herring, HERRING.
All right. Any objections to that amendment?
No objection from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gustavo Jimenez, you understand that is a substantive change to the indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And the court will note for the record that the state is adding that to count 3, but in count 1, it does have that name listed as the complainant. So the court is going to also find that the defense is on notice that that's the name of the complainant as it appears in count 1 as well.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. So now that that amendment has taken place, are you proceeding only on count 3?
Yes, Judge, we'll be proceeding solely on count 3 and waiving and abandoning the remaining counts.
No objection.
All right. Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with assault of a pregnant person as a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
That's correct, Judge. And if I just may speak briefly on
Yes.
that topic, I've been able to communicate reasonably and clearly with my client ever since he's been deemed restored. He was at the Kerrville State Hospital for competence restoration services. In my opinion, that treatment did take. He was deemed competent and referred back to this court. In discussing the case strategy and the possible disposition of this matter, my client has notified me he wishes to waive the defense of insanity and proceed with the plea at this time, as he's competent at this time, and he does wish to make that waiver, and which is knowingly and voluntarily made.
All right. Mr. Jimenez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? No, well, here's the thing. I understand that sometimes people want certain things, but I always tell people a defense attorney can't force the state to give somebody what they want, right?
I could have got NGRI since my offense was, I can't be in the hospital for 20 years because the offense is 2 to 10.
Now, let me explain something to you, Mr. Jimenez, about the law.
And there it is, the moment everything leads to guilty. After all the legal arguments, mental health discussions, and negotiations, it all comes down to this single word. But the real story is what happens after the verdict.
Because I've done a lot, right? So I've represented clients as defense attorneys, as a defense attorney, when they had mental health issues, right? Now, let me explain to you about NGRI pleas, not guilty by reason of insanity pleas. Like the public doesn't understand sometimes, the public will believe that if somebody gets a not guilty by reason of insanity, that means that, oh, they got off. Sometimes a not guilty by reason of insanity for a person's client, it's worse for the client in the sense that the length of time that you are supervised is whatever the range of punishment is. Now, on another part, it's sort of good for your client because your client is supervised, your client has case managers. So your attorney, and I'm sorry, I overheard a little bit. Your attorney is correct. So you have 3 counts in your indictment. Count 1 is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Normally, if you're just on your standard probation, the length of time you're allowed to be on probation for this specific law offense is 10 years. But with a not guilty by reason of insanity, that aggravated assault, you're supervised for 20 years, whatever the range of punishment is. So, for example, if you're charged with murder and you do a not guilty plea by reason of insanity, your range of punishment would be supervised under that NGRI plea is life. So for you, count 1, you're looking at 20 years of supervision if you were found not guilty by reason of insanity. Count 2, you're looking at 20 years of supervision if it's not guilty by reason of insanity. Count 3, which is a 3rd-degree felony, you're looking at 10 years. Now, if you want to do a not guilty by reason of insanity plea, I don't know, you all will have to negotiate, but then the state may be saying, no, we're not just going on count 3. We're going on count 1, we're going on count 2, and we're going on count 3. So that's where we are. You understand?
Yes.
So are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. According to the plea, the state is waiving counts 1 and 2. They're only going on counts 3. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 10 years in the prison. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense and state, is that the plea?
That is the plea, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to count 3, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Judge, we offer to say exhibit number 1, including all attachments.
Without objection.
All right. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Off the record for a moment. Is the door unlocked?
It's unlocked, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, we're back on the record. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
10 years finalized. But notice this, the judge isn't just handing down punishment. She's emphasizing treatment, medication, and accountability. This isn't just about justice. It's about preventing this from happening again. Will the system succeed?
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, if we may.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Well, Judge, Mr. Jimenez has been in custody ever since his charge. He's been battling competency issues. He was in custody about 300 days before he got transferred to the Kerrville State Hospital, at which time he was restored to competency.
They can come in.
He successfully completed those days at that Kerrville State Hospital from February 11th, 2025 to July 17th, 2025. We'd be asking the court to grant credit for his treatment that he was getting for competency restoration. My clients did learn a lot, and he has come a long way once I first got the case to how he is now, understanding the court proceedings. He did tell me that he does suffer from degenerative disc disease, and he wanted me to let the judge know about that, to see if there's any way that TDCJ could be made aware of that in advance. I told him I had never made that request of the court, but that the judge here, Ms. Stephanie Boyd, would be able to opine as to that, and he seemed comfortable with that, Judge. But he wanted me to tell you about that issue that he has with his physical health. His mental health has come a long way, which I think, reading the offense report, the court is able to grasp a better sense of the things that he was dealing with. But we're asking the court to respectfully accept the plea offer recommendation from the parties, and to give him credit for all the time he's entitled to.
Okay. So after reading the police reports and everything, I understand that there were more issues that were going on with you, that this wasn't something you just did because it was, oh, let me just hurt somebody. So I understand. But you're going to have to make sure that you stay on your medications and not mix anything else with medications. A lot of times people will self-medicate, right? You can't do that because then you end up here, right? So I'm going to find you guilty. I'm following the agreement. I'm going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. I know that you were residing with your parents. Are there any minors in the home?
No,
Okay.
my parents are 88 years old, or
Yeah.
maybe.
But I mean, sometimes, grandparents end up taking care of grandchildren. That's why I'm asking. So there's going to be no residing in households with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors. And then there is going to be, I think I said I'm going to give you credit for any time served. I'm going to ask for the therapeutic community, the mental health unit. And also, I'm going to have them put in there that you suffer from physical health issues. Now, while you're at the jail, your medical record should follow you to the prison. And they will also, at the prison, they will do a physical and everything for you. If that doesn't happen, just let us know. I'm sure let your attorney know, let me know. But your medical records usually follow you to the prison. Okay. And then when you're processed at the prison, they will do a process where they will process you in, and they will get all of your medical history, all of your mental health history, and it'll be on the judgment as well. So they'll know that I've said that there's some issues. Okay.
I'll have a history of my medical issues in the Kerrville Hospital too.
Yes. And you'll receive credit for the time that you were in inpatient treatment at the hospital as well. So legally, you're supposed to have that. And Mr. Munoz, if you'll make sure that the time credit is correct.
Yes, Your Honor, will do.
All right. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? It's the document telling you whether or not you have the right to appeal.
Yes,
Did you understand it and sign it?
yes,
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over that, you need to speak to an attorney, okay?
yes.
And when you're released from custody, we're off the record, when you're released from custody, I know you're probably gonna want to go back and stay with your parents. So it'd probably be best for you if you talk to them or talk to your brother beforehand and find out if the persons who were complainants in this case are still there, because you don't want to have any problems, okay?
No, I don't want to live over there
Okay.
at all. We live in another place.
All right. Well, make sure you stay on your medications. And if for some reason there's some side effects, you got to let the doctors know you're experiencing side effects, okay? All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, you too. Bye-bye.
You, Judge.
All right. Thank you.